look at me, I'm coming in and look, I'm just fucking awesome. That wasn't good. Hey, I'm looking at the wrong place. I should be looking up there.
Oh, and that was deep voice.
How's my first week been? It's actually the second week. So a mixture of terrifying and interesting. One of the hardest things to do, I find, when I'm out, presenting as a woman. You have to forgive me if I keep saying girl instead of woman. I don't know why I do it, but I do, and I mean woman. I don't mean girl, as in prepubescent, because that's kind of that's sort of like not good. One of the hardest things is to stop signalling in boy language, and one of the best examples of that is when you're first going into a bar and everybody turns around, or a lot of people turn around to just size you up, and the looks are just, they might be just completely curious, but given that sort of like onset of people looking, I've always hated that moment. I don't understand people who sort of like queen it up and really, look at me, I'm coming in and look, I'm just fucking awesome. Because to me, it's sort of like, it's a walk of shame. I tend to give male signals presenting as a woman. So I'll look at a guy, and a guy to guy will kind of go, yeah, all right, fucker. And then the other one will do something like the same thing. And that works pretty much throughout the Western world. Even in a biker pub in the middle of buttfuck America, which B took me to, and oh, that wasn't good. That was a bit of running the gamut, and B completely oblivious. So like, that's the thing. I just catch someone's eye, and it's really difficult not to go. Which is the thing that actually I've noticed that does not only confuse, that annoys. Whereas if you just look and walk on, then maybe that's more girly. Bloody hell. Sure. So that's one thing, and I think that's sort of interesting. The other thing is test out your high heels. I don't wear high heels all the time. I mean, by any means, I wear sneakers and dresses and all that stuff because I think of the body's all right. I've got absolutely zero on the boobage front, which is a shame because I did last year. I was taking estrogen for 8 months and really loved the where the weight was going, and my face was much softer and kind of rounder because I've really lost a lot of weight off my face, which is a bit of a shame. There is not enough surgery to actually convert my face to what I think it should be, or the best that it could be, given the fact I'm 60. Still, who gives a shit? So yeah, so that's doing all that shit. Oh, high heels, yes. But when I do wear high heels, I would suggest testing it not just on carpet, not just on hardwood floors. The most important one is walking up an uphill slope, because there's one between here and the Walgreens. Going down was, it was like a dream. I was kind of going, I've kind of got this thing going. I've got this thing pegged. I'm acing this, and yeah. But going back up, I was literally considering, look, I have to take the fucking things off because it's just too slow, and the steps just for an ex guy. The steps, I just. Yeah, that's one of the hugest difficulties, and that is for an introvert such as myself, and maybe I suggest for some of you as well, is this thing of that assault of people looking at you, and as a girl, you're tending to, well, I'm trying to anyway, step backwards slightly, stick my non-existent chest out, but hey, that's my cross to bear. And if you're walking in heels, you can't walk past the gaze as fast as I would have done in sneakers as a guy. So that I find that really difficult. I have huge sympathy with women about that, because if you love it, if you're positioned or not, and you're an extrovert and you like that kind of stuff, and I can understand why. You know, it must be very confirming that when you're, you know, when it's me, I really don't like it. I don't like it at the best of times. So to get, yeah, it's hard. Do you like accessorizing, by the way? It's good. I did that. I thought about that a couple of nights ago, as you need to. So I reckon that's it. This has been whittling on long enough. Hopefully I can cut it down to 15 seconds. I will do another one of these, I guess. Wow, I've got to get rid of those. Jesus. Look at those fuckers. Yes, that's another thing. The voice, forget it. I sound like Minnie Mouse. I sound like Minnie Mouse when I start talking like this, or even worse, I sound like Tony Blair. And what I find is, looking at research, what you'll find is that most people like to... Tony Blair, hands. I'm going to have the facelift. It's going to be like I've got a fucking industrial-sized bulldog clip on the back of my head. And it's like Brazil. Pretend I'm not old enough to remember that. Yeah, so anyway, that's it. Too old, Jesus Christ. I'm fucking too old. I'm an old guy. What are the chances? Fuck it. Be true to yourself. And yeah, just be true to yourself. Be true to yourself. Says the most insincere to himself person in fucking existence. But there we go. Until next time, adieu, and to you and you and you. Love. Take care.